Top of the fourth inning here, about to get underway. Matt Alberino for the Lumberjacks stepping into the plate. Donnelly on the mound. Lumberjacks with a 1-0 lead.
Number 15, Matt Alberino.
They got that run in the top of the third inning off of a sacrifice fly to left field. So they have that 1-0 lead here as Donnelly gets ahead of Alberino there with a leadoff strike. Alberino popped out in the second inning. This is second at bat of the game already. And that one's high for a ball, so 1-1 the count. I'd like to remind you that tomorrow, more games here at Bethany Lutheran College against Northland, with the action starting here at 12 o'clock noon, and the second game at approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon as well. And that one is lined into the gap in right field.
I was about to mention that Alberino had a .314 batting average on the year. Picks that up a little bit with that lace out to right field.
Saharic got to it, and so now Alberino is at first base with a leadoff single.
Now batting for Northland, number 47, Alex Elliott.
Alex Elliott, the third baseman for the Lumberjacks, up to the plate. Last time Elliott was up, he lined the ball back at the pitcher Hurd, and that is why Hurd is no longer pitching. But Elliott did get a single out of that, so he is looking to get on base again this time. First pitch was in the dirt for a ball. This one, as he goes back to first, worried about Alberino there on first base. Alberino does not have a stolen base on the year, but Donnelly paying special close attention to him right now. And that one's outside. So a 2-0 count now for Alex Elliott.
The freshman out of Middleton, Wisconsin, coming in with the .242 batting average. Well, I suppose slightly higher after that base hit he had in his last at-bat.
Looked to bunt there, pulled it back, and that one goes outside. So 3-0 count now to Elliott. I highly doubt that he'll be showing that bunt again this time with a 3-0 count. But
well, he might just to try and throw off the pitcher a bit. I imagine he won't be swinging here with a 3-0 count.
And just as you said, he takes the pitch there. It's in there for a strike, so 3-1 the count now. Donnelly trying to battle back here. The left-handed pitcher who was not supposed to pitch today. Battling through here in the fourth inning as that one goes outside for a ball. So Elliott reaches base for the second time today with that walk. And that is Donnelly's second walk given up here. And so now there's runners on first and second base. Nobody out. Here in the top of the fourth inning is number 44, Alex Loberger, the catcher for the Lumberjacks, comes up to the plate. He popped out the last time he was up to end the inning in the second.
The interesting thing about I was having a discussion over at the Bethany softball game the other day. I was talking to Brett Olson, and we were talking about how when there's a 3-0 count, as there was in that last at-bat, I would almost think that the batter should be looking to swing because almost every single time the pitcher throws it right down the middle, because he doesn't want to risk giving up that walk, he's just going to lay it right in there. So I don't understand why the batter wouldn't just be given the green light and clobber the thing, because you can almost expect it to be right down the middle every time.
We are here on the campus of Bethany Lutheran College here in Mankato, Minnesota, watching the Bethany Lutheran College Vikings and the Northland Lumberjacks play here in the top of the fourth inning. 1-0 lead for the Lumberjacks. And the throw back to second base, just to keep the runners honest. I am Ryan Kastenschmidt, sophomore here at Bethany Lutheran College, joined by my good friend and colleague for today, David Schuyler.
Glad to be here.
And I am glad to have you here, David.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
David Schuyler, the producer of one of our shows on campus.
Yeah, I was rather upset when Greg didn't ask me to produce the baseball games. I would have come up with a rundown and everything. We'd be showing some highlight packages of baseball games in
That-
past years if I was
If
producing.
that was the case, David, we would not have your wonderful voice
Oh, that's
to
true.
call this game.
That's
So
true.
that one's fouled out of play, so 0-1 count.
I guess that was a decent choice.
Runners on first and second base here. Lorberger trying to get somebody home, extend that lead a little bit. And that one's in there for a strike, so 0-2 count. Donnelly getting ahead of Lorberger here.
Now, Ryan, I have been wondering, did you do any baseball playing in your day?
I can honestly say I've never once played organized baseball in my life.
Interesting.
That's just wasn't my thing, I guess.
Sure. You're into golf.
Golf is not my thing either. I did play tennis for a little bit, though.
Mm.
And the 0-2 popped up into foul play. And closing the glove on that one is Tyler Hebring. So a pop out there for Lorberger. And so one out now for the Lumberjacks. Vikings trying to get out of this yet again. They had runners on first and second base last inning and got out of it. So now there's runners on first and second now trying to get out of it once again.
Aguirre did get the running going for the Lumberjacks, though. Back and he's the reason for the one run they had thus far when he walked to start it last time. So we'll see how Donnelly approaches him this time around.
And that one, throw to second base, gets away from the second baseman, so the runner is safe there at second. Donnelly paying special close attention to the runners on the base paths thus far today.
Seems like Craig is trying to pull some tricky plays to get him to commit to going one way or the other.
And popped up bunt, and that will roll foul, so we'll have to reset here. 0-1 the count will be for Aguirre. As you said, he walked in his first at bat in the top of the third inning, and did come around to score. So Aguirre trying to get on base again.
Mixture of signs coming from the third base coach. I wouldn't be surprised to see the sac bunt attempt again on the 0-1 count here.
And the pitch goes in. You're right, does bunt it. Anderson's there, pumps to third, gets it to first, gets away from the first baseman. So now the runner's going to come around to score. And so the Lumberjacks will take a 2-0 lead here as Matt Alberino is able to score from second base. Aguirre laid down the bunt. The runners advanced. Clay Anderson pumped to third base, threw it back to first, but the ball got away, so Alberino was able to score from second.
Anderson's kind of been all over the place a little bit defensively as he threw that one out into right field. Earlier, he had that misplay defensively on that bunt attempt as well.
So now Jacob Friel will come back up to the plate. He's singled in his two previous at-bats in the first and third innings. And that one is to the third baseman Anderson. Looks the runner back, throws it to first, and that is in time. So now 2 outs now. Good job by Anderson to look the runner back.
Just as I said that, he goes and pulls a play like that. That was a good play from Anderson. Make up for that toss to right field he had last time around.
He must have heard you. So now Michael Nakahara, with that sac fly in the third inning, comes up to the plate, looking to add to his RBI total again. And that one's in there for a strike. So 0-1 count for Donnelly getting ahead of Nakahara. Donnelly's done a good job getting out of these jams so far, limiting the damage. It could be a lot worse for the Vikings thus far, but still not out of it yet. And that one is fouled down the first baseline. So 0-2, Nakahara behind in the count. Nakahara was down 0-2 in the last at bat when he had that sac fly.
Be expecting either the curveball or a high fastball here from Donnelly. I'm going to guess the high fastball.
David says high fastball.
Setting up outside, it seems.
And now it's fouled back. Beautiful day for baseball here in Mankato, Minnesota. 75 degrees, slight breeze. Couldn't ask for a better day.
Seems Donnelly's approach is just to go at the hitter instead of trying to pitch around him a little bit.
Donnelly not afraid of a challenge. And that one's in the dirt. Good job by Nealon to keep that in front of him as count goes to 1-2.
That could have been very scary for the Vikings. Great job by Nealon there. Able to get his catcher's glove in front of that one.
Nealon doesn't get in front of that, at least one run scores. Maybe if he loses it behind him, a second one comes around. So good job by Nealon there. 1-2 pitch from Donnelly. Swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw it over to first to confirm the out, and he does. So Donnelly gets out of the jam by giving up only one run. And so the Lumberjacks take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. And so we will be back after this here on KTV Sports. Beautiful day for baseball here in Mankato, Minnesota, as we get underway here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here between the Northland Lumberjacks and the Bethany Lutheran College Vikings, Adam Geiger steps up to the plate as he slaps one to shortstop. Throw over to first high, and not able to bring it down is the first baseman, number 22, Daniel Koloff. So Geiger reaches on an infield single to lead off the fourth inning here.
I don't know if they would consider that one a single, Ryan. I think they'd probably give an error to the shortstop on the throw. Or do you think he would have made it even if the throw wasn't or was on target?
Well, I'm writing in my scorebook as a hit until I hear otherwise. But either way, Geiger reaches. And so leadoff man is on for number 10, Tyler Hebrink. Hebrink steps up to the plate. 0-1 the count. And that one is down the third base line. And the runners will hold where they are. So now a single for Tyler Hebrink. And now 2 men on, nobody out for the Vikings. So they're finally getting something going here. Up to the plate is Trent Saharic. Single in his first at-bat. Looking to bring the runners around. And that one is a bunted. First baseman fields it, throw over to first, and gets Saharic out. But Saharic able to advance the runners. And so now men on second and third for the Vikings with only one out.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 5.
Strom still pitching for the Lumberjacks. 2 runners in scoring position, though.
I like that walk-up song. Little Lion King. If that doesn't get you motivated when you step into the batter's box, I don't know what will.
Brandon Olson going up to the plate now. Man on second and third for Olson, and that one is fouled down the right field line, and that will reach the seats, as it were. So Brandon Olson looking to get the runners home here. 0-2 pitch coming from Strom. And that is right back to the pitcher, Strom, and he's able to field it, throws it over to first. And that is a ground out to the pitcher there for Olson. So now Clay Anderson, who struck out looking in his first at-bat, will come up to the plate.
Number 25, Clay Anderson.
Runners in scoring position here.
It is unfortunate that Olson wasn't able to put the ball into the outfield. Just a little poke out there would have been most likely deep enough to score a runner.
Anderson had a runner in scoring position in his last at-bat as he had Trent Saharic on second base, and he struck out looking. So now Anderson again with runners in scoring position, looking to get them home this time. The 1-0 pitch is lined into center field. 1 run will score, and that gets past the center fielder. Another run will score. Anderson on his way to third now. And he is in there with a triple. Clay Anderson with a 2 RBI triple. There for the Vikings, as we are now tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They might score that as an RBI double and an error to get him to third, but either way, Anderson with the extra base hit, getting both the runners home.
Great piece of hitting there from Anderson. Managed to lace that right into center field. Couldn't have put that any better. As the first pitch is in there for a breaking ball strike, and the center fielder just misplayed. He had to decide between going back and cutting it off a little deeper and limiting him to a double, or trying to dive in front of it. And when he dove for it, it managed to get past him.
And that little blooper into center field scores Anderson. So now the Vikings take the 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Danny Nealand with that bloop single to score Clay Anderson. So Kyle Strom, who did wonders against the Bethany lineup in the first 3 innings, now starting to get taken advantage of by the hitters here, as that one is outside. The throw to second base is in time, so Nealon caught stealing there, and that will be the end of the 4th inning. But Bethany Lutheran College able to get 3 runs and take the lead. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, the Vikings lead the Lumberjacks 3-2 here on the KTV Sports.